Hello and welcome to the District 3 Track and Field Championships. It's going to be an intense matchup here. I'm Nathaniel Turner. Joining me on the microphone will be Kyle Pond. Kyle, it's going to be a great day. What?
It's gonna be a great meet here.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a great day today. I don't know why we're tracking times.
Well, they're probably practice. Well, they did the practice gun already, so I guess they're
I
just
guess they're
practicing
just-
with the clock.
Oh, maybe that's why the guys are running, maybe? I don't know. Because the viewers don't know what we're talking about, Kyle. I don't know what I'm talking about. But we're about to get started here with the 3,200 meter dash. Or it's not a dash. Sorry, it's not a dash.
It is not a dash.
It's not
I
a
would be
dash.
concerned if
It's not a
you
dash.
wanted us to dash this.
No, but we're going to go ahead and get started with it. We're running with one camera,
And that is me.
and that's going to be Kyle. Yeah, so we kind of it's kind of makeshift in a way, but we got it to where Kyle can talk to the mic and point a camera. So this is going to be kind of nice.
From Greenwood, Briley Anderson. From Andrews, Destiny Nunez. From Greenwood, Sydney Hoddle. And from Monaghan's, Yasmin Carlos.
That's unfortunate.
Wait, are they? I can't really. I think they're all starting on the same line. I thought they did like a.
Yeah, they start on the same line and then they move over, I
Oh.
believe.
I thought we did like a waterfall start.
No, not yet. I don't
Okay.
think. I don't think.
But you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I messed that up. I'm messing all kinds of things up right
Uh-oh.
now.
What'd you do?
All
All right, and there they go.
Yeah, and we're off here. The 3,200 meter dash is getting started. Yeah, so I'm trying to get it to where we can see the mini results page, but I'm like breaking it. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think that's gonna do it pretty good there. So when it happens, when the time, we're just doing it now. When the time comes, we can show the mini results, but I think it's going to be bad. You know, I don't think it's going to be good at all. Here we have, I believe, Sydney Hoddle's taking the lead so far. Who is that? Let me actually read it. Let me read the name so then we can get started here. We have two Greenwoods. We have Sydney Hoddle from Greenwood, and then we have Sabrina Grady. In lane one, it was Ramirez from Andrews. Then in lane two, it started as Raquel Jimenez from Fort Stockton. Then in Andrews, we had Sabrina Grady in lane three. Then Fort Stockton was Bradley Jimenez. And then Greenwood, we have Briley Anderson, and then Andrews in lane 6 started off as Destiny Nunez. And lane 7 was Greenwood's Sydney Hoddle, and then in the last lane, lane 8, was Monaghan's Yasmin Carlos. So those are the runners there. It looks to be Greenwood leading the pack so far. I can't tell which one. We should really invest in binoculars.
We should.
I've been saying that since day one, you know. I've been saying that for baseball when we can't even see in the outfield. I can barely see in the outfield, you know what I'm saying? I can barely see who's running right now. No, Greenwood in the pack. I can't really tell. Maybe Andrews, maybe Fort Stockton. Who are you thinking?
It looks like a really dark blue, so I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. It's looking like we'll definitely be able to tell when they come around. But yeah, in the pact in third, leaving the pact is definitely that looks like an Andrews girl. And in third there, and it will, yeah, that is Fort Stockton, trailing in second. That is not Sydney Hoddle leading the pact. That is. It's going to be Briley Anderson, it looks like. Sydney Hoddle from Greenwood will be 6th currently. Everybody just slowing it down, keeping their pace up. not going to really rush into things. We do have 8 laps here, and they just finished 1. So it's going to be a while before we see any intense running here. Greenwood keeping a nice pace up in front. Definitely having a good start here. You don't want to slow down. Andrews is cutting down that gap between them and Fort Stockton for that second and third. So I know we're still early in this, but I mean, you want to start out early. You want to have a good start early so you can make it a better as we go along here.
Well, you know, Nate, I know you said we have 8 laps, but let's see if you remember from earlier this morning. How many miles is that?
It's 2 miles.
There you go. You remember.
It's 8 laps. Genius. Just closing in on the 4-minute marker here. Oh, yeah, you can see right there just a little bit that Andrews is coming up on Fort Stockton. They might have taken the lead on him already.
It does look like it.
It's not big of a lead at all.
Not big at all, but
They do
you
have
know what, they
Greenwood
did it.
making a solid lead, at least 100, maybe around 60, 55-ish meters there. It's a pretty solid gap, but Andrews not slowing down at all. They're really making that pace. Our blocker, our thing on the bottom is blocking them right now. Sorry about that. But, yeah, Andrews will take second, and Fort Stockton's in third. We do have, yeah, I would say that leads about 50, 55-ish yards. Or meters, sorry. I'm used to golf. Sydney Hoddle is keeping it in check there, still in 6th. I don't know who's behind her. I can guess, but I don't really want to guess. I know the schools though.
Well, I think there's only one runner from Monahan, so I'm
There
pretty
is
sure
only
that would be
one.
Carlos.
Yeah, that would be where is it? Yasmin Carlos.
Yeah, there we go.
From Monahans. That's the only runner from Monahans in the JV girls 3200. A very decent lead here. Probably actually gaining in momentum a little bit there. Probably around, I would say, close to 70 meters almost. Maybe around 65. Not really trying at all. Hasn't been a mile yet. It's only been 2 laps, 3 laps, 3 laps. It's been 3 laps.
3.
I'm getting better and better at this, Kyle. No, I'm not. It's early out here. It's 10:15 p.m. The race started at 10:10 to be exact. Actually, if we're being really exact, it started actually a little earlier on time. It started around 10:08 there. All right. Well, Greenwood still holding it down up in front. Yasmin Carlos is speeding up. She did overtake Fort Stockton in the back there. She will get the 7th spot. Coming up on Greenwood's Hoddle. Yeah, Yasmin Carlos could easily take the number 6 spot there. A lot of laps to go here. A lot of race left. Yeah, as you see, I mean, that 6 to 7 spot, that's getting really close there. Greenwood's still in it. Still in the lead. Very nice margin there. And then in 3rd and 2nd, that's been a really big run right there. They've been right at their tails. Each tail's right there, just right on it. They're if they're not in the same lane, I mean, then if they were in the same lane, they'd be on top of each other. So it's really difficult to see who's in the lead. Now breaking from it will be Fort Stockton, breaking away just a bit. But you never know. I mean, you could easily have that Andrews runner come back. Andrews is in that 4th spot and in the 5th spot, it looks like. Yeah, no Seminole racers here. So, yeah, it's a lot of Andrews, no Seminole at all, which is weird. Yasmin Carlos does take the 6th spot. Hoddle will go to 7. Greenwood in first by maybe, what would you think, Kyle?
I'd say around maybe 80, 85 meters.
Yeah, it's getting real close to a whole race there, a whole dash there. Yeah, I would say you're about right, about 80, 85. Yeah, but I mean that's a really, really big matchup there for that second and third. That really will matter when it counts to teams and total points there. So you got to be careful when you're running because every second will matter here. Every lap will matter. I mean, and they're right on their tails. Yeah, Andrews has a secured 4 and 5 spot pretty much. We may see Andrews be 3, 4, and 5, depending on how that battle for second and third goes. Right now, Andrews will take the 2nd spot, and Greenwood is just soaring ahead right now. Greenwood actually close to lapping Fort Stockton's back runner there. Within I would say a 50 meters, within probably 45 meters of lapping them. Well, the gap does seem to increase there. Andrews having a solid second right now. Fort Stockton just trying to break back right here on the curve. That will help them get back a little, but you can see Greenwood lapping currently.
And I believe if I heard that correctly, that was the gun sounding, which I believe would mean that is the final lap of the race.
Yes, that sounds about right. Yeah, Anderson from Greenwood really taking charge here, passing the back runner. She's coming up on Hoddle in 7th. That will be impressive if she does catch up to Hoddle in 7th, though, because I mean, she does not have that much of a lap left, and Hoddle's almost finished with her 7th lap. Yeah, Anderson just inches away here. She's really picking the pace up now, taking much longer strides. She could catch up to Hoddle. She won't, unfortunately, but she will secure the win for Greenwood. Briley Anderson comes in really quick there. The time's not going to stop, which is unfortunate. We might not have times for that one. We'll get times as all the runner comes in. The run time should have stopped by now. Maybe they forgot to hit a button down there. I don't know. Alrighty, well, we had a little bit of problems there.
All right.
We didn't ever get the times there.
Also, a shout out
We
to
didn't.
Install
They
City
just fully
Yeah.
reset the times.
We had a bit of
They
we
are
had a bit of
assisting Greenwood Streaming Network and
we had a
doing
bit of
live
technical difficulties there with the
interviews.
times.
So tune in to
Yeah,
that.
difficulties with the time and difficult.
I'm sure
Uh-oh,
you
it's
guys
rain.
have
It's
noticed all
starting
of
to
the
rain,
amazing
Nate.
construction projects
Badly?
going on
No,
here at
it's a
Greenwood High
sprinkle,
School.
but I don't want it to mess with the
One of the
equipment.
things that comes with that
As
is
long
that
as
we've
it's not
lost a little
horrible,
bit
it'll
of
be
our
okay. We have
parking lot.
ponchos for the cameras.
I know some of
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe made up your own parking space, and it's not very helpful to our buses. So if you
Yeah, we were on the wrong link, Kyle. We didn't do that
We?
very.
Who is we? You got a mouse in your pocket? Oh, God.
now lining up on the
Yeah,
track,
me
we
and
have our
you, Kyle.
Varsity girls
We
for the
were talking on the wrong
3200
link, Kyle.
meter run.
You were.
Introducing
We
wearing
were.
number
We were
one
both
from
talking on the wrong link.
Yeah,
Kyle.
we were both talking, but you were the one that used the
From
link.
Andrews,
Okay, if you want to
Ashley
argue with me,
Espinosa,
I just
Fine.
run the camera.
representing
and
Greenwood,
commentate.
Fine,
Michael
fine.
Kendrick.
You're always right.
Also from Greenwood,
We're not even
Monica
zoomed in
Herrera.
on the.
From Seminole, Scarlett Ellison.
Anyway,
From
we have
Andrews,
varsity girls
Abigail
here.
Schaefer.
Now this is going to be
Stockton,
pretty nice here.
Serenity Martinez.
Lane 1 is going to be.
Representing Andrews,
Let me load it. That would help if I
Michaela
loaded it
Morrison.
first before I started
From
talking.
Seminole,
Thank you.
Addison
Yeah.
Armstrong. And from Seminole,
Up first is going to be Emery Signs from Monahans. Then in the second lane will be Ashley Espinoza. Oh my God, I can't.
All right, and they're off.
Espinoza. I can't read today. It's too early for me, okay? It's too early for me. I'm not even awake yet. Then also in Ashley Espinoza from Andrews in the second lane. Greenwood, Mikhail Kendrick in lane 3. And lane 4 is going to be Madi Barrera. Lane 5 from Seminole will be Scarlett Ellison. Andrews in lane 6 will be Abigail Schaefer. Fort Stockton, lane 7 will be Martinez. Then in lane 8 will be Andrews, Mikhaili Morrison. And then also joining the pack will be Seminole, Addison Armstrong, and Seminole Sunny. Yeah. What is that? What is that called? Did you say something, Kyle?
No, I did not.
Oh, I thought you did.
There's
Okay,
also
sorry.
a
I heard your
black
mic say
Chevy
something.
Tahoe
No.
with the license plate
Sorry.
number XSH1256. You also
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a really close race for all the front runners. I mean,
Yeah, we have Seminole and Greenwood right there neck and neck to start us off here. Yeah, Comp, we do have Seminole breaking away from the pack just a bit there. Let's see who that is. That's going to probably be, in my guess, Scarlett Ellison. That would be my guess for that. We do have a few other Seminole runners in the pack as well. But no, Seminole taking charge early here.
we have another vehicle that is parked in a random spot.
yeah, I will say this is a really close race.
A black
And you know what? It's still anybody's game here, especially since it's really early, but
Yeah,
also
we're
adding on to it, they're also all
Yeah.
bunched up.
very bunched up here. We're starting lap 2 right now, Kyle. So this is definitely anybody's race. By the way, if you are coming to the track meet and you're running a little late and you're tuning in right now, make sure when you park here, you park in an actual parking spot. We're having a few problems of people parking in just random wherever they want, really. Not even spots, just random dirt, random places that could be in the way for a few people. So if you are coming to the meet, make sure you're in a parking spot. We do have parking. We do have parking here, so make sure we are using it. Thank you. Please and thank you.
Yeah, and it messes with some of our buses. It messes with most of our um, technical guys who work with the district because whenever you just park that isn't in a designated parking spot, you're leaving less room for buses to get through. You're leaving less room for technical guys with their trucks to get through. So please, if you do decide to come, please do park in a designated parking spot. Don't make our tech guys or our buses struggle with spacing. But going back into the race, it looks like Seminole is starting to build up a bit of a lead here, going into lap 3. First quarter of lap 3 done.
Yeah, please, if you are coming to the meet, please park in an actual spot. We do have announcers announcing license plates if you are in a wrong spot currently. It just helps us out. No, but here we have it. Seminole really taking charge here.
Final call for the Varsity Boys 3,200-meter run. Final call, Varsity Boys 3,200-meter
After
run.
this, we're gonna do the JV boys, and then we'll get started with the varsity boys right after that, and that will probably be the end of the 3,200. Hopefully, we get times this time. Only 2 Greenwood girls here. Micah Kendrick and Madi Barrera.
And it looks like Andrew's trying to make a charge for second, and so far it looks like they've got it.
Yeah, they took the second spot from Kendrick there, which is only going to hurt Greenwood. It's only going to help Andrews. If I'm Kendrick, I'm really, really trying to just keep my pace. She's doing a good job keeping it where she's at right now. So in those final laps, she can overtake if needed. But yeah, Monty Barrera is right next to Fort Stockton. She is in the lead right now of not Fort Stockton, Monahans. Why did I say Fort Stockton? Alrighty, well, Seminole had a great lead, and we have people coming up. Actually, she's passing people. Is what's happening. Seminole about to overtake another.
At the conclusion of the 3,200-meter races, we will present medals to the winners of those divisions. So stick around for that. If you medal in the 3,200-meter races, just hang around. We're going to present you your medals at the conclusion of the races.
Well, we're going to be showing a few medalists at the end of the 3,200s. So that will be exciting to see who gets a medal and who doesn't. Right now, Seminole having a great day. They did not run in the JV girls 3,200. They have 3 runners in the varsity girls 200, and they are proving a point here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really commanding lead. We're closing in on what I believe should be the final half a mile.
Yeah, correct. I believe this is her 7th lap she's on, or yeah, 7th lap she's about to finish now. So yeah, I believe you're right, Kyle. Only one more lap remaining. Well, it looks like we're wrong, Kyle. No,
Well, that was lap 6, maybe.
that was lap 6.
Lap 6, yes.
I was thinking it was near the end there.
Well, that's why I said we have half a mile on our final half mile. 2 more laps remaining.
You said mile and a half, or lap and a half.
No, I said mile.
Oh. I thought you said lap and a half. I was like, well,
No.
definitely not a mile call.
Selective hearing at its finest.
Whatever, Kyle.
It's only like 10 o'clock in the morning, almost 11. How could you possibly be tired already?
It's 10:37, Cal.
Okay, well, I don't have a phone on me or a clock or a watch or anything.
I have a computer, Cal. So we're streaming on,
Yeah.
Cal. Alrighty, well. Seminole laps, a few more. Mighty Barrera. And, dang it. My phone keeps turning off.
And now, if we are right, I believe this one
Yeah.
should be the semifinal lap. If we hear the gun, yep, we are correct. That is the semifinal lap coming into the final lap.
Yeah. Seminole. Man, I really wish I knew who was who here. Is just taking off. She passed Monty Barrera, Emery Signs, and then one of her own. Or is that an Andrews girl?
I
right
think that
behind her?
might be the Andrews girl.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can really see picking
Now
up,
she's taking
yeah,
one of her own.
picking up
Again,
the strides here.
That's 2 laps on the one she just passed. So that's, I mean, a really dominant race here. Yeah, a whole lap almost ahead of everybody. She's about to finish, and she's not even taking long strides yet. Yeah, here come the long strides. She's tired and ready to get it over with. Now you're really going to see her starting to go. What a dominant race that was. No doubt at all that she was leading the whole time. And that's going to be the end of it there. She's going to take a nice rest while the rest of the race finishes up. Well, we have Kendrick in third. Yeah, from Greenwood, so that's a nice thing to see. Greenwood right now on the podium.
I mean, with one more lap to go, and I think if I'm gonna estimate here, maybe only 50 yards back, or not 50 yards, 50 meters. I'd say if you can pick up a little bit on this final lap, which usually you look to try and do, I'd say you can try and take second.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, points are points, especially in district here.
Oh,
So
yeah.
anything you can get is grand, but, I mean, it's always a little sweeter to get higher. So we do have final times. We do have final times. So the final run time will be 11 minutes and 1 second with 0.2 milliseconds there. And Schaefer won it for him. Won it for Seminole. Yeah, Abigail Schaefer will be number 1 there. Oh, and she was not from Seminole. We said Seminole multiple times there.
Oh, she was from Andrews?
She was from Andrews.
Oh.
Could have sworn the gold was yellow. I was wondering, I was like, why is Seminole wearing 2 different colors? No, they're wearing one. It's white. So, yeah, sorry about that to everybody. Shows you what I know, I guess. Yeah.
I could have swore it was Seminole too, but oh well. Guess it was
Well,
Andrews.
yeah, that's we're almost at a conclusion here. We do have 1 to 2 more. I only see one
Three.
running. Oh, three.
Three
We
more
do have 3
runners,
more.
all on their
Okay,
last
that's
lap.
right, because we had that's right.
Yeah.
We had 2 on a different page. Well, Abigail Schaefer will win it for Andrews. Andrews clinching 1 and 2. And that's really nice to see there.
Well, there's the final stretch here for Seminole. That is indeed Seminole. That is yellow. I will say that is yellow.
That's a
And
much
Fort
that's
Stockton.
a much more yellow.
Yes.
Yeah. At least in the boys JV we'll be able to tell if you can't see that, Kyle. It's not hard to miss.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're bright yellow.
Bright
so we'll be
yellow,
able
yes.
to figure that one out pretty nicely. Golly, we're getting worse and worse at this, Kyle.
Yeah. That's the dementia setting in from all these years of doing this.
Well, yeah, well, we do have final numbers. So, Abigail Schaefer will clinch the #1 spot as we go to the results tab. Yeah. Abigail Schaefer will get it at 11 and 1 seconds at 36 milliseconds there. And then it's going to be Ashley Espinoza at the #2 hole with 12 minutes and 94 milliseconds there. So very well done by Andrews. Andrews really just came out the gate and got the job done. Seminole was in there in the top 3. It's going to go to Addison Armstrong for Seminole. And then Greenwood just barely missing the top 3. But it's okay. We have Micah Kendrick there at the 4 spot. And then in the #5 spot, well, if it switches, why is it still, it's just stuck here? There, no, we're switching it. Okay, fine.
Evan Medina. From Andrews, Raymond Silva. Representing Greenwood, John Jessup. From Seminole, Jason Patino. Also from Seminole, Leonardo Areola.
Well, here we have the JV runners for the 3200.
From Seminole, Damon Wall. From Greenwood, Kyler Rivas. Also from Greenwood, Bryson Glenn. And rounding out the JV boys division from Fort Stockton,
So that's going to be interesting to see a few things.
Ronquillo.
There it goes.
Oh, and we will have a waterfall start. I can see that. And we're off.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's going. And that's going to kick off the JV boys 3,200 meter run here. Seminole leading the pack. This we know for a fact. Oh, looks like Seminole has a little bit of competition there. Yeah, what a great start here. What a good jump from Seminole. Kyle, what are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, so far this is, well, so far I say we've only done not even a lap yet. Just like before, I mean, you can tell they're all hungry for it. I mean, they're all running really great. And they're all bunched together, so as the laps go on, you know, this could turn out to be an interesting race.
Yeah, Seminole taking the 1 spot. Andrews is a close second. Then for the rest of the 5, it's Greenwood, Monaghan's, Seminole again. So we can see Seminole have a nice bit of points here if it stays up the way it is. You have Fort Stockton trying to enter the top 5 right behind them there. A lot of Seminole runners in this one. You have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. It's a lot. I could be wrong on that. I should probably
I
check
don't
the
think that's
sheet.
Fort Stockton trying to break into the top 5. I think that's Greenwood.
It looks royal from over here, but it does look like Greenwood now that we're getting closer with it. There's only one Fort Stockton runner for this race currently. No, that looks, yeah, it looks like Greenwood. I'm trying to see some other royal blue.
We really appreciate you making the trip out to Greenwood to support all of these amazing athletes.
Oh,
We
maybe
know
it's
that
him
with
right
all
there.
of the construction going on, that parking is a huge
No, the
frustration
one
for
that's
these
just
people
past
I
is
as
think the
Greenwood.
one you
well.
called Greenwood
The problem
is Fort
we
Stockton.
cannot
Is
park
it?
in the
Or
I
he's
s-
scratched.
and we cannot park in
I think
all
Fort
the
Stockton did scratch because they
turnaround
did make an
lanes. So
announcement
if you
for
did
Fort
park
Stockton
in a
report
naughty spot,
ASAP
you'll
immediately.
please move your vehicle. You'll
All
So
right.
I
save me
think
from
a
getting
Fort
a ton
Stockton
of
runner
text messages.
might
So
have
as
I don't
scratched.
know. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see as the times come in. Currently 3 minutes on the dot there is the running time. So yeah, Seminole still with it, with Andrews still as a close second. Both of them are gaining a little bit of momentum here, and they're still steady. We have a lot of people walking on the track right now mid-race. Kyler Rivas will be in third for the moment. Greenwood at 3 and 4. So it's gonna be helpful when it comes to point totals. Monahan's looks to be on that 5. Yeah, then we have 3 Seminoles in a row. Oh, Pecos is also wearing yellow.
Oh, wait,
But it's a
Pecos?
different yellow. Seminole's more of a gold. Or sorry, I said that wrong.
Oh, yeah,
Pecos
I
is
see the
more of a
difference.
gold.
Yeah.
Pecos is more of a gold. So we could see Pecos in the
Well,
lead here.
you want to
Well,
you
we'll
want to know
figure
an
out when he
easy
comes by.
distinctive, Nate? I think Seminole's wearing gold and black, and Pecos is wearing gold and purple.
Well, yeah. Well, I think Pecos is wearing white undershirts. So this might be Pecos up
Is that
front.
Pecos? That might be Pecos.
Is that a PHS or is that an SHS? Oh, I think he has purple shoes, maybe. What's the logo on the back? I don't know.
Not easy to tell, but I
looks like
think it
purple.
might be Pecos.
It looks like purple accents there.
I think it might, yeah. Definitely on the shorts, there are purple accents.
I think that is purple accents. I think Pecos.
I think that might be Pecos.
Yeah, okay. So I completely forgot about Pecos. No offense to Pecos.
Sorry, y'all. We really are trying our best. There's a lot of
It's-
yellows.
We're very bad at track commentary, I believe, Kyle.
Well, you've got so many different schools.
And so
For
many different
one.
colors,
Yeah.
all in one color. Yeah, I think Seminole's wearing black undershirts, Kyle. So we do have 3 Seminoles in a row, but Pecos is trying to take one of them up there. Well, depending on what that guy is right there in the back, does he have purple accents?
It's Pecos. Yeah,
That is
purple
Pecos.
accents.
So Pecos is leading by a bigger margin than they were before. It's Pecos, Andrews, and then Greenwood. That's much different than what I thought it would. I was like, why do we have 6 Seminole guys here? We don't, Kyle. So
Some
you're
of
wondering.
them.
3 of them are Pecos and 3 of them are Seminole, Kyle.
And I'll tell you what, Pecos is really starting to build a little bit of a lead here.
Yeah, it was neck and neck between Pecos and Andrews. And now it's going to just Pecos right now. Just about a mile done by now, I believe. 6:45 is the run time. Yeah, that does make sense. Pecos did start us off here. Pecos was in the first lane starting off. So, I mean, if he's keeping momentum like he is now, I mean, he's going to have a good day. It is cold in here, Kyle.
You think it's cold in there? Try being out here.
The window's open, Kyle. It's like the same thing.
You have a heater in there.
I'm turning it on right now, Kyle. It's going up to 70 right now, Kyle. 74. Ooh, it's going to get nice in here. There's so much mud from your shoes in here, Kyle.
Well, you know what? Whenever you're out there with wet dirt, mud does tend to get on your shoes a little bit.
Here and there. All right, well, Pecos really taking charge here. Yeah, he does have the number 1. That is definitely Pecos. It usually helps to see the numbers. That helps you know what lane they're in. So I'm going to start using that for names. Would that be smart, Kyle?
That would be smart.
That would be rather smart, wouldn't it, Kyle? Now
That
we're
would
using
be.
our brains, Kyle.
Yep.
So that's going to be, yeah, that will be Pecos. We called it Seminole the whole race, by the way, Kyle.
I know that, Nate. It's kind of embarrassing.
All right, well, Beregan in a lead here. Having a nice, demanding lead. He's about to lap a few more. He already lapped the last 2. I can't see their numbers from here, but I will see them as they come by.
Oh, 9, 10, and 11, and right now he's just lapped number 9.
Yeah, he did just lap Leonardo Areola from Seminole. So you can see the differences. Seminole is more of a yellow, and then Pecos, I believe, is more of a goldish yellow. You know, you kind of get what I'm saying? Which is odd, because I've always seen Pecos
Oh, and there's the final lap.
as yellow and Seminole's gold, but maybe they're both gold in their own way. I don't know.
Gun has sounded. Final lap for our leaders. And that gap has just widened in these past 2 laps. I'd say that's almost a 60-meter ahead.
I mean, yeah, he's having a
Around
good
60.
job. He's
Yep.
passing everybody. He just passed 2 Seminole guys, and now he's about to pass a third. The only person in front of him is nobody. No one's in front of him. He has a commanding lead. His strides are getting longer as we speak. The only 2 people in front of him are behind him, technically. And it's going to be a Pecos kid. Number 3. Let's see who that is. I don't like how it closes every time my phone turns off, but it's just me. Ezekiel Mendoza is just going to get passed right now. That's just what's going to happen.
Yeah, you can see the strides
He's lapping them
really
all,
picking
and he's
up.
going to beat him.
And he takes it.
Oh,
Wow.
my goodness.
Those strides at the very end just widening with every step.
What a job well done. That would have been embarrassing if we said Seminole the whole way, and then he hugged everybody in purple. Aiden Beregan, I believe is how you say it. Seemed right. Got the job done. A commanding lead. Now we have a few Greenwoodians here. Is that what we call ourselves, Cal? We have a few Greenwood people coming.
Greenwood Rangers, yep.
Yeah.
to take an amazing P3, P4.
Now, if this is your first time thinking about track at all, well, you probably wouldn't know how big it is. I definitely didn't know it was this big. I didn't know people took their time out of the day from everywhere in this school building. We have multiple people out here. Some teachers are bringing their classes out here.
Oh yeah, you
know?
you love to see the support.
You know, we have multiple classes out here currently. We have culinary, I think. I think is who's out here. It is culinary. And then, yeah, just a few other parents. So the race is going to finish up now. Guess what happened there, Kyle?
What happened?
We did not time it. I think we're not timing the JV ones. Or it's just...
You know, that would make sense.
Or it's just malfunctioning and breaking down in JV only. Really wish I printed this out because it keeps closing. I could probably just do something else though. Well, that's going to do it pretty much. That's going to do it for the JV boys.
Oh, that feels so much better.
Yeah, Kyle ran and got his jacket. That's going to do it for the JV boys. We're going to go to the varsity here.
Division of the boys 3,200 meter run. Wearing hip number 1, representing Greenwood, James Patel. From Andrews, Luke Smiley. From Pecos, Ronaldo Zaleta. Also from Pecos, Jaden Hernandez.
Well, the good news is for the varsity boys, we'll definitely be able to tell the difference between Seminole and Pecos.
Yeah, that's definitely going to tell a lot here.
Also from Andrews, Vince
we're wearing purple,
representing Monahan,
which I thought Pecos just wore purple, you know? Like, I was just thinking Seminole yellow, Pecos purple.
Right.
For, like, everything. But I guess not.
From Greenwood, Jack Ledford. Greenwood, Weston Turnage.
Yeah, so we're going to have a lot of Greenwood people here. We're getting into the varsity boys 3,200 meter run. Here we go. Luke Smiley looking to make a difference here quickly. I believe that is Smiley taking charge. Oh, no, we're getting passed again. I'm not going to be able to tell who anybody is until they get over here, by the way, Kyle. I can barely see colors from this far right now, Kyle.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Well, Monahan's is taking a charge.
Yeah, it looks like Monahan's in first, closely followed by...
Looks like Hoddle was in third. Now he's going to be in fourth. James Hoddle wearing the number 1, and he representing Greenwood here. We have a few Greenwood Rangers in there. But no, here they come. They're getting a little closer. We can actually see the numbers here.
Looks like Monahan's, Andrews, Fort Stockton.
I can't even see that number. Is that an 8 or a 9? Is it an 8? That is an 8. Yeah, Luke Smiley in second currently.
Number 8, number 2, and then the rest are really bunched up, and they're fighting back and forth for third place.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly what you have to do. You just have to stay consistent throughout the whole race here to see what we can do. So that's going to be a number 8, I believe. Yeah, it's going to be Hayden Graves from Monahan's. Taking charge here early. Taking a big lead. Luke Smiley right behind him. Smiley in the practice a few weeks ago, he was dominating everything. He was taking charge in a lot of them. He was taking charge in hurdles, I believe, as well. But here we are. Graves with a commanding lead. Smiley trying to get up back in front. Right behind him looks to be James Hoddle. No, that's not James Hoddle. That is that a 17 or a 13?
13.
It is neither. It's an 11. That's an 11.
Oh.
We were both wrong there. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be Jack Ledford. Yeah, Jack Ledford. Hoddle's in the back of the pack. Graves still has it. Ledford slowing down just a bit right in front of him. I don't know who's right in front of him. I can't see from this far. But Ledford is in fourth. Graves must really like running in Greenwood. Has a nice lead.
Attention, we are looking for Joelle from Pecos. The JV boys are having to do a jump off, and so we need Joelle from Pecos to report to the high jump area.
Well, Joelle from Pecos, if you are listening, you got to go do a jump off. That'd be really funny if he was running, I think. He's like, sorry, guys, I'm in the middle of something. That's not... What am I reading? That's not who that is. Am I reading the wrong one?
Are you reading Varsity 3200?
Yeah.
Well,
That's not right. That says Jack Ledford. That looks like Weston Turnage there. But it doesn't say Weston Turnage is racing. So that... It may be just a last-minute change, but that is Weston Turnage. That's not Jack Ledford. I got people coming in the box now. I got to put my shoes back on, Cal.
all right. Maybe you should have kept
Oh,
them
my
on.
goodness. My feet were freezing. It feels so much warmer in my shoes
Yeah,
right
I
now.
bet it does.
This metal is cold. Golly,
Bet it
Cal.
is. It's pretty cold out here. So I came and put on my Letterman.
Yeah, Graves.
At
I
the
mean,
conclusion
no doubt
of
about it.
this race, we will present the medals to all of the winners in the 3,200 meter races. So if you medaled, stick around. We're going to present you those medals in just a bit.
I will tell you, third place is still going back and forth, even this late into the race. I mean, from the races we've seen so far around this time of lap, you can really start to tell who's going to be where. But third place is still going back and forth in this race. And you know what? That is the type of race you love to see.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a battle for that third spot here. Graves and Smiley have locked themselves in a good spot for first and second, but in third place, we're going to be fighting here. And actually, no, that's Ledford. Okay, so Jack Ledford is now in third. Now I'm all bunched up here. I'm all jumbled up here, Cal.
Oh, maybe you should unjumble yourself. That's
Who
where I'd
is-
start.
Uh-oh. Wait, which one? Oh.
I believe that lap right there was the 6th lap for our leaders.
It's good to have you here.
32 meters. It takes a special person to run this race.
It does.
I ran it last year. It was definitely really interesting.
Yeah, well, we're glad to have you here. You were at triple jump.
I was, yes.
Okay.
Camber Crow from Seminole, she had the strongest jump of 37 feet.
That's a lot of feet.
Yes, it was. Second place was 33 feet, 7 3/4 inches, I believe.
I might be able to jump like 2 or 3 feet, Kyle. What about you, Kyle? What can you jump?
What event are we talking about?
The triple jump.
Oh, yeah, back in my days of doing track, I think my best was like 13.
13. That's pretty bad.
That was pretty bad.
Compared to these numbers, Kyle,
Yeah.
that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm the triple jump expert, but I know that's bad, Kyle.
Oh, yeah, it was bad. I never got anything for my triple jumps.
Well, we're in the last stretch here, Briley. This is the varsity 3,200 meter,
Okay.
varsity boys.
Jack Lidford, he broke his record last week, correct?
I believe he did. Yes, I believe he did.
What?
I don't know
Kyle,
if it
what
was,
are you doing?
I don't know if it was.
I
his
don't know
record.
what's happening with the cam. I don't know why it's off-centered. Okay. Hopefully that fixes it.
Please continue, Briley.
I don't know if it was his record or a previous record that someone else had, but I do know that Jack broke a record of some sort.
He did break a letter. Yeah, so what happened, Kyle, is kind of on topic with that. Jack Ledford is on the list, but Weston Turnage isn't on the list.
Okay.
So we have 4 Greenwood or 3 Greenwood Rangers in the race, and I kept thinking we only had 2, but we have 3. And
Right.
speaking of which, Ledford will pass Hoddle.
So who do we have in first place right now?
Right now, we're
Since I
gonna
came in
have.
late.
Let's see here. Where is he? Hayden Graves is going to be in first from
Okay.
Monaghan's.
Yes. I
Right
see him
behind
here.
him is going to be Luke Smiley from Seminole.
Okay.
And then in third, it looks to be Jack Ledford, I believe.
Perfect.
Yes. Where's Graves? He's over there. Okay. So yeah, everybody's kind of getting jumbled up. The leaders are starting to lap the people in the back.
Yes. It's hard to tell since I came in late. Who's in first and whatnot.
Yeah, so Ledford actually is pretty far compared to Graves and Smiley, but Ledford had a really nice battle right before you came up to
Yeah.
get that 3rd spot, and they're making a difference now.
This kid is kicking towards the end.
He is. Hayden Graves is going to
moving.
get it done.
Yes, he is.
I don't think the gun went off, though, yet.
No, the gun went off last lap. That
Oh, it
was
did.
that was his
He's
final
done.
lap.
Okay, well, he's done.
The time of 9:48.2.
That's a great time.
That is insane. Here
Oh,
comes
my
Jack Ledford
goodness.
finishing strong.
Yeah, Jack Ledford trying to get us finished up here.
And Monaghan's and Andrews right here are going to fight it out.
Oh, we are having a battle.
It's going to be till the end. They're still going with each other.
Andrews fighting.
Andrews is pulling through
Might get
towards the
another
end.
lap. Oh, he will. What a push, Bright. We'll figure out exactly what time he will have. Kyle, what are you doing over there?
Well, I had to loosen the leveling part because whenever you don't have it loose, it's going to be off center no matter
Every-
where you put it.
Yeah, like every 2 seconds, I'm watching you just drop a camera over there. Hoddle's finishing his lap. We have a few Pecos people in the back. Turnage making his run around. Yeah, so we do have results here. Should we go ahead and show the results? Alrighty, let's go ahead and do that. So Graves will get it done. 9:47.42,
Wow.
really solid. That could be a PR. Let me check. That will be a PR. 9:55.47 was his.
That's
That's
a
really
big
good.
push.
That's a big push. You could see how far he was going, how hard he wanted it towards that end. But no, right out the gate, he just held it the whole way. That's really big.
That may not seem that big to some people, but that's a lot of seconds off of each lap.
Yeah.
When you really
9:55
break it down.
prior to this. That's a big push. Way to go, Hayden Graves from Monaghan's. They put him in the 8th lane to start them off. So I guess I don't know if that's like one of the worst. They think.
I think
I
maybe like
guess.
so he doesn't get boxed in. I think I would rather be out there.
I
to
don't know.
Cut in. I feel like that'd be easier.
Maybe. I don't know, but if 8's ranking, then way to show him off. Here's James Hoddle finishing his race. James Hoddle, a
Finishing
good friend of mine.
strong with a good kick.
Alrighty, well, we're finishing up here. We are finishing up here. Now we're gonna go back to the results page. Yeah, Ledford got it for Greenwood in the third spot, 10-10, which will not be a PR. I don't think. Oh, he's way down there. I forgot about that. No, maybe that was a PR. 10-16 was his previous.
So did he break the record again? Is that what that means?
Maybe it's well, according to this sheet, he did.
We'll see then. It just means you'll have to follow us on Instagram and Facebook and look
Yeah,
for those
according to this, everybody beat the record in the top 3.
Well, good. That's good.
So that's really cool. Jack Ledford just keeps breaking records. That's
Yeah,
impressive.
he's been working super hard. I see him running like all the time.
Well,
Twice a day.
practice
all
does
the
make
Yes,
perfect.
all the time. For everything you do.
Well, now I need to go back to the Instagram page and make sure that I'm speaking truthfully here. Yeah, he beat it again.
That's insane.
He beat it again. That's crazy. So another record broken by Jack Ledford. His previous record was a 10-16-57, and he just broke it again. That is crazy. What was it? It's about to flip here, I believe. I hope. I really want to see what he
I think
got
it's
for.
10-10, right?
It's 10-10. I just can't remember the rest.
Oh, yeah.
We're not gonna flip it over because it hates us. No, wow. That's another big push.
Really is.
Speaking of PRs, speaking of people from Greenwood, James Hoddle also got one. 12:56.31 was his previous best.
Wow.
James Hoddle, 12:08.56.
Go, James.
Oh my goodness, a lot of Greenwood people
At this
getting better and
time,
better.
We would like to recognize the medalers for the 3,200 meter races. So if you medaled, please make your way.
So we're about to
the
do
center of the
we're about to
field.
do some medaling
We'd like to
here.
recognize
We're about to
you
give people
and
trophies.
give a
But I
great
want to talk
photo
about how
opportunity.
amazing that race was without even
Those
realizing
that
it.
made the trip today to Greenwood,
I
we're
guess
so
when you're in
happy
the
to
moment, you
host
don't really
you.
think about it.
If you
As an
have
athlete,
family
you
and
would know.
friends that couldn't
Are
be
you thinking
here
about how
today but would
hard
like
you're
to
pushing, or you're
tune
just
in
thinking
and
about
watch,
how
we encourage
just
you
keeping up with the guy in
to
front of you?
have
You
them
know,
go
I'm.
to the
I
Greenwood
don't know if
Streaming
I'm
Network
the
and
right one to
Tumbleweed
speak about
Plus,
this, just
where
because
they can watch
it was
all
not my
of the
favorite race.
events
I'm not gonna
are
lie.
being live streamed thanks
It
to
wouldn't
our
be mine
amazing
either.
What
student
I worked on all the time
broadcasting
was just
teams
catching the
from
person in front of me
Greenwood High
or
School
closing the
and
gap,
from
whatever
Fort
it is.
Stockton
Yeah,
High
I mean, if
School.
you're
That's
doing
what to
that,
focus on.
yeah, if you're keeping your focus on catching people in front of you, and the people in front of you are doing their personal best, then I mean, yeah, 12:08 for Hoddle. He's gonna break his
For the awards,
his
we'll
best,
start with the
and so is Jack
JV
Ledford.
girls in the
Yeah, for these guys,
3,200
I'm
meter
sure they
run.
just work on their
In
pace.
sixth
They work
place,
so much
from
on
Monaghan's,
timing for each
Yasmin
lap. I bet they
Carlos.
just work on looking for that
In fifth place, from Andrews, Sabrina Grady.
because
In fourth place,
not
also
necessarily,
from
but catching
Andrews,
the person in front of you
Sarai
isn't always
Ramirez.
the thing you want to do, especially
In third place,
our first
from
place
Fort
in the
Stockton,
men's.
Yeah.
That would be crazy to try and catch the person in front of you if you're just working on your pace. So
Exactly. Yeah.
I think just focus on
In second
focus
place,
on your pace and
from
you'll be good.
Andrews, Destiny Nunez.
So yeah, we're showing off a few medals. I mean, what a
And your
dominant
winner
race
in
all
the
four of
JV
them
girls
were.
32-meter
Um,
run from Greenwood.
Yeah,
with a time of
Greenwood had a lot of
13:13.
top 3,
Riley
top 5
Anderson.
finishes, so that's
Good.
definitely going to help out in team totals for the respected groups. But
Yes.
you can see Greenwood on the number 1 there. That's always nice to see. Uh,
Yeah, I missed
Fort
those
Stockton
races,
and
but
Andrews will also come in. Yeah, we got a few more medals here, and we're going to get her done. All righty, well, that's going to get us done here with the 1,300 meters.
3,200.
What did I say?
1,300.
Oh, whoops, I keep
it's okay.
doing that.
It's okay, it happens.
3,200 meter races are complete. We're going to get out of your hair. We gotta do some field events
Yep,
here.
we've got a really tight schedule. We've got to get.
Yes.
All righty, well, thank you all for watching. I'm Nathaniel Turner. Thank you to Briley Savage.
Yes. Thank
Yes,
y'all.
thank you. Thank you to, I guess, Kyle.
All right.
I guess. I
All
guess.
right.
Be sure to tune into the rest of the field events, and we have running prelims later today.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, like before we get out of here, we are collaborating with Fort Stockton Tumbleweed Plus. So if you want to see some live interviews, go over to Tumbleweed Plus. If you want to see some jumping events, tune in to GSN because we're gonna go do that right now. We're running late. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you next time.